What's going on, viewers and subscribers? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. It has been a couple of weeks now since I haven't uploaded a video, but nonetheless, I'm uploading this one. All right. So I'm going to talk about a particular issue that I have been confronted with over a couple of months now, right? And it has been an issue that I wanted to speak about for some time now. So, over the past couple of years, or from time to time, you know, potential people who want to have their building plans done have reached out to me to have their building plans done, but the land that they have access to carry out their building project, they do not have a registered title for that land. This situation where people have access to land but no registered title is quite a frequent one, right? And I think it poses problems for development, you know what I mean? Because we are living in a country where, employment is an issue, and we want to create jobs for especially people in the construction industry, right? So what I've tell people who have find themselves in such a position that it is best to look about the title before you proceed in getting your building plan done or to carry out any developments on that land. And the reason why I've encouraged them to pursue that route is that when you have gotten your building plan done and you're ready to submit the drawings to the local municipal authority, the local municipal authority is not going to accept the drawings on the mere fact that you do not have proof of ownership. Now, some people articulate to me that they have been paying taxes for that land, that land was given to them, or they inherited from their grandparents or their parents. The parents have died, and they are the one that is left responsible for the property. They are paying the taxes, they are taking care of the property, and they have been doing this undisturbed, living on that land undisturbed for a number of years. So I have to caution them and let them know that, listen, paying the taxes for any property does not give you automatic ownership, right? Yes, it can be used as a medium to acquire ownership, but paying the taxes for that land does not say you're owner for that land, right? You can pursue what is called adverse possession, right? And adverse possession is that you have to be paying those taxes, taking care of that property, living on that property for a undisturbed period of about 12 to 15 years. I think the minimum is 12 years, if I'm not mistaken. And to pursue adverse possession is quite a tedious one, right? So if it is that you have inherit the land and you do not have a will to probate the property, you have to go to adverse possession, right? And as I said to you before, to go through adverse possession is quite a tedious one because you have to have signed testimony, signed affidavit from at least two persons or three persons living in that area that can attest to the fact that you have been taking care of the property, you have been living on that property for a undisturbed period of a minimum of 12 years. Otherwise, if you do not have those testimony, if you can't put the evidence together to present to the court, you're not going to be able to get ownership of that land, even though you are paying the taxes, right? So I'm saying this because a couple of people reach out to me several times to have the plan done, but when I ask for proof of ownership, they cannot provide it. They say that the land is in their father's name or their grandfather's name or their mother's name or their grandmother's name, and their grandparents or parents have passed on, have died without leaving a will, right? And if that is the case, you find yourself in a more difficult position. So I'm saying sort out the title for the land first, because if you go ahead and you do the building plan, you're not going to be able to submit that building plan without proof of ownership, right? And if it is that you have started the process of building without the necessary approval from the local municipal authority, in the event that they request of you to submit that drawings, you're going to find yourself in more difficulty, right? Because at that time, you have already invested certain amount of money in that building, and then you have to now seek a lawyer, putting evidence together, written signed affidavit, giving testimony that you are the person living on that land undisturbed for a period of time. And if you can't get the evidence together, then all your money is going to be wasted, right? The building is going to sit there, the unfinished building is going to sit there. You can't finish because you can't pursue the case in the court. You do not have enough evidence to present to the court to get that title in your name. Therefore, all I'm saying to you, viewers and subscribers, before you start to think about any development on a piece of land that is not in your name, whether it is through inheritance or otherwise, sort out the title. Okay? Start to pursue how you can get that property in your name before you can consider any development. Because if you do it the reverse way of getting your big pretty drawings done, when you turn up at the parish council, you might have the tax certificates to show, you might can get the surveyor's ID report, you have your TRN. If you're lacking the proof of ownership, it is not going to go through. And the proof of ownership is the most critical piece of document you can have. Separate and apart from the drawings, the proof of ownership is the most critical document to have your building plan approved. All right. So if you try to sort out the land and you're finding yourself in difficulty where you cannot present the evidence to the court, don't bother pursue it. It's best you use a little money that you have saved and buy a fresh piece of land that is in your name, that you can carry out any development you want, and nobody can come and say, boy, are them grandparents land and how you go deal with building upon land when are yours or whatever. You have your own piece of land with your own title, and you're entitled to do whatever you want on that piece of land or on that property. All right. So the reason why I'm emphasizing this, I have gotten several calls. I've gotten a call at one point from a guy who lives somewhere. I don't want to even mention the location, where that guy is from. He called me. So he lives somewhere overseas, and his father have a piece of property, right? But the father did not look about the property to have his name on the title. He want me to do a set of drawings for the property, and I have to let him know that, listen, it make no sense for me to even bother go there, because when I give you that drawings and you can't get the drawings approved, you're gonna come back to me now and say, "How me give you drawings, or me give you drawings to do, right? And make you go ahead with drawings that you can't get approved." So to avert all of that, I didn't bother to pursue the drawing. I said, "Listen, man, sort out the land first, get the title in your name, and then I will go ahead." Some people, some draftsmen will go ahead and do the drawings, because they want the money. But I don't want anything to come back to haunt me and give me sleepless nights. I'm a person like this. Anytime I see problems, I run away from it. So if you're not going through the thing the right way, it don't make no sense. I'm not going to pursue it, right? So I hope this video is informative. And if you're watching this video and you find yourself in such a situation, just get a land for yourself, or if you have enough evidence can put together to get the adverse possession or to probate the will and get the land in your name, fine. But if you're going to encounter difficulty, if you foresee any difficulty, it's best to invest in your own property. Have your own property and in your name, and nobody can come contest you with that. Okay, so that is it for this video. I will catch you in another video. I don't know when, but as a topic come to mind, I will gladly present it to you. All right, so if you're a first time viewer of this channel, subscribe, like, share. For my regular viewers and subscribers, enough respect. I appreciate those who are subscribing, especially the new ones. I'm really appreciative of it. All right. Thank you. Maximum respect. All right.